All the time we see new tech being released, new cameras, new drones, phones, laptops. It can feel really overwhelming keeping up with all this new equipment. Now the fear of missing out is real, and I did the exact same. I thought if I could go and buy that perfect drone, then my aerial movies would be fantastic if I could finally afford it. If not, my footage won't be very good and I simply wouldn't be good enough. The assumption is the more expensive the equipment, the better quality of the films, and let me tell you, that simply is just not true. And it's just like money doesn't bring you happiness. Unfortunately, the top tech won't automatically make you this fantastic filmmaker overnight. A lot of people say money doesn't buy happiness, and it's normally the people with money who will say that. The people who have already experienced that by having loads of money doesn't make you automatically happier. You have to work at it, it doesn't change, and it's the exact same with all the tech equipment out there. It doesn't matter what equipment you have, it's about the skills and learning, and making yourself that expert and making yourself better. That is what changes. It's not about going out and buying that best piece of equipment you can do. We see this from the guys and girls who go out and buy the top cameras, and they say it's not about the camera, it's about the creator, it's about your ideas and what you can put into it. So often thinking, should I go out and buy this top of the range $2,000-$3,000 camera? It's not going to make you good. Now a decent filmmaker can make a film look fantastic on a phone or a $200 camera, but you go out and buy an A7S III or a Mavic 3 and your footage could look shit. And it's about having that knowledge and the fundamentals that go into making that movie or making that scene, making that video you're trying to create look great. And it's often not just the camera or the equipment. So I see a lot of people getting bogged down thinking, I can't do it because I haven't got the equipment. Well, you have. You've probably got the equipment right now in front of you. Think of it like one big pie. We're going to make this pie into loads of different slices. And without all these slices working together, then this pie is going to be shit. We don't want this pie at all. So we need this pie to be the best pie ever. So how are we going to make that good? Well, we need to think about all these different areas that we need to improve on. And that's what you need to improve on, whether it's going out making a fantastic drone film, or it's going out making a quick edit in the town that you're in on your phone and mashing them all together. It's about practicing, and then you will improve. So don't sit on YouTube and look at all these creators and think, I'm just never going to be that good because I don't have that latest camera, that latest drone or tech. I've only got what's over there and it's never going to be good enough, so I'll just put it off. Try not to think like that. For years, I just used my phone to create photos and videos, filming these videos on my phone. That was good enough. For the drone, I bought the cheapest drone I could afford. I did go down the wrong route because I bought a really bad drone from some mall and that was terrible. So then I got the Phantom, and then I got a Spark, and I practiced and practiced and practiced on that. Not the best drone in the world by far, but you know, I learned a lot of skills flying that in different locations, different areas. I also then went on YouTube and I watched tutorial after tutorial after tutorial, watching different people, how they're flying their drones, how they're editing, and just learn from other creators. You know, watch tutorials, hours and hours and hours spent watching. It's not about me saving up, selling everything in the house to buy the equipment. You can get by watching tutorials and using the equipment that you have got already. Now sure, if you can afford it, go and buy the Mavic 3. You're going to get the best quality, the best camera, the best photo and video. You've got a massive head start there. But often sometimes these smaller, cheaper drones allow you to get better footage because they can allow you to be more daring and risky, flying in areas that you might not want to fly a $2,000 drone. So you could practice, and then that will do is that will bring you confidence. So if you start flying and you're getting confident in that, maybe try some more riskier things, going through small gaps or getting close to objects, changing the scenery. Now that will only give you more confidence and then enable you to then get better and better in your filmmaking journey. Another piece of that pie when you think about is the actual setup, the location. Don't just rock up on a Sunday and think, right, that looks all right over there. I'm just gonna go out and film, do a quick video on that and that's it. And then I'll come home, I'll load up Windows Movie Maker or DJI Fly app, and then I'll do a quick 1-minute edit. You're better than that. So think about the location you want to go to or where you are. Don't just get your drone out and go off and fly. Think about, right, I want to film this area, I want to film this bit, I want to film this bit. I want to get low shots, high shots, top-down shots, fast-moving shots, cinematic shots, you know, up, down, pans, different. Write them down, make a checklist, tick them off as you go on, mix it up. Also get someone, if you can, to film you. So just a few shots of you holding the controller, flying the drone, a few bits of B-roll of the actual drone itself. And then you could get your phone, you don't need a big camera, and then get some video footage of the location you're at from ground level as well. So then you've got all the different types of shots ready to mix it all together. Now, a huge piece of this pie is compiling all of it together and making that edit. Now, it's really hard to do. That's why I poked fun before on DJI Fly app, because it's really limited. So again, use what equipment you've got. So if you just have a phone or a tablet, try and get the best program you can get on there. So on an iPad, LumaFusion is probably the best you can get at the moment on there. You've also got iMovie, they're fine. If you want to move and spend some money, because the best editor programs aren't free. So Final Cut Pro or Premiere are the top two ones out there. You can get DaVinci Resolve, it's quite hard though to kind of learn and master, but pick one of them and then stick at it, watch tutorials, watch hours of tutorials, and you will get better on your editing program for sure. Now, I will be doing future videos on how to do basic edits or more advanced edits on the different programs I use. I've used Final Cut Pro for a number of years. It's not cheap, I know for sure, but it's a one-off price, and then I've used that for probably 5 or plus years. Never had to pay any more money for it, and because I use it all the time, I'm pretty good on it. I can use that quite easily. Although when I first started it was like, what do I do here? But it's about practicing and practicing. Now, we've got all these shots we did before, so you've took all different types of shots. So you don't just rock up to this area with your drone and just fly in one straight line, because that is boring. So we need loads of different shots to compile them. Now, we don't have to do advanced moves like speed ramps and different transitions and whips and all this. You can just put them all together. So once you've got all your programs, you put them onto your editor program, chop them up into areas, only have the interesting shots, and then mix them up. So have a shot where the drone's flying off, and then maybe the next shot you could see that drone itself from your B-roll shot that you took on your phone. Then maybe have a shot of you. So try and tell a story. Maybe you could be walking, maybe you've got another person with you and they're the subject and the drone is following them, showing bits of the location, and mix it all in to tell a story. Now, the video doesn't have to be long. It could be a minute, could be 30 seconds, could be 5 minutes. You can make a decent film just by chopping them all together. It's about portraying this story with the equipment that you've got. Now, once you do this, your first attempt might be pretty crap, but then keep practicing it, and it will get better and better. And then start uploading them, have confidence, put them on YouTube. You might get 5 views at first, and then all of a sudden you might do a decent one and it'll get picked up by the algorithm. You might get 5,000 views, you might get 1,000 views, and then people will start thinking, wow, this guy is pretty good actually. And that's how then you can become noticed, or you're then developing your own portfolio of making decent filmmaking content. So my challenge to you is, the next time you're on a day off, next time you've got some good weather, the next time you want to go out on maybe a Sunday, forget the boring Sunday flight of just a quick 10-minute flight, okay? I want you to challenge yourself to create your own film. So go out and think of their location. It doesn't have to be a spectacular location. We could make the dullest of locations look great. So go out and make some aerial footage, different chops, different footage, what I said before, different moves, different angles. Take your phone, take a camera, and get some ground shots of the location, get some ground shots of you, then compile them all together and put them and make your own edits. And then tag me. If you put it on YouTube, you can unlist it, send me the link. It'll be really interesting to see how you get on. But just remember, it doesn't matter about the gear. You can simply start with whatever. You could have a DJI Spark or a Mavic Mini 1 and get fantastic footage. I often use them and got decent footage. I look back now and go, that's pretty good actually, and that was on a 1080p camera. It doesn't matter about the gear. Sure, as you get better and you want to invest more in the equipment, then the more money you spend on equipment, the better the quality of the actual tech you're going to get out of it. But it's about you, it's about the person behind the camera, the person in control of that drone. You're the creator and you need to become the expert. So let me know, of all these different pieces of the pie, it could be maybe the editing side of it, it could be the flying, it could be the knowledge, it could be that creator's instinct of how to get a shot. All these different pieces of the pie, let me know in the comments down below, which part do you need to improve on and which bit are you going to challenge yourselves to get better on this year. I hope we all become fantastic filmmakers, drone pilots, aerial videography, photography. We should all do better this year and I can't wait to continue this journey with you. See you in the next one.